out. It's pretty dull here today. Raining like hell for God knows how long. I think I've seen the sun once in the last 4 days or something. Pretty pathetic. This is a vid not so much for anyone other than someone that's interested in this guitar. So it's an advertising gig, if you like. Anyway, there it is. I don't know where the camera is looking, of course, but nothing out of the box. Typical cigar box guitar. Open machine heads. The old Padron box from America. Tell you what, the dollar the way it is at the moment, pretty bloody expensive getting these boxes in, I can tell you. It's not a cheap exercise. Getting anything in actually is not a cheap exercise. Nice little pickup there, little rail pickup. And of course, fretted up. The strings are a bit howdy-doody. I'm waiting on a supply of strings and I've run out. I don't have any strings left at all. I'll show you in a minute and prove the case. So here we've got, by the look of it, it's a different type of string in the middle, but it doesn't affect the sound any, but I'd say it looks like a 45 on the outside, maybe 52 in the middle, and it's probably a 17 on the first string. So they'll be changed, of course, when I get a new set of strings. But it's holding up, doesn't seem to affect them at all, what sort of strings you put on, because being well made, you don't have any problems. And I'll do it in a couple of streams. I've got it on delay at the moment. I like the delay and I like the echo stuff, you know, but that's just me. And of course the sound of these things, which is, I listen to a lot of them on the web, and I find that a lot which is irrelevant really, that they don't use amps, or they're clean. And that's coffee, by the way. And which is fine. I mean, clean's great. I've got that Black Star amp sitting there, and it gets, I don't know why I bought it. It's had very little use, probably used it 3 times here in this room. It's never been out of the room because it's clean. I even bought a thing here. It's the Holy Grail reverb and what have you on it. Still, and I think it's made for an electric guitar, not for acoustics, but anyway, that's beside the point. But I think the amp is important for the sound you get. Unless, of course, it's a proper acoustic and you've got really top class guitar with wood woods, all that sort of crap, but that comes into it, of course. But this one, we'll give it a burl here with a bit of delay, just to show you the sound of it. The only difference is that I've done on a few of these is I've put the maple fretboard on and stained it mahogany, and they come up quite nice. It looks quite good, and certainly doesn't just take anything away from it, that's for sure. And the boxes I have to add, I've bought quite a few, and I go over them. I've had to discard a couple, and I mean, when you're paying 40 or 50 bucks a box, the bare basic box, and you discard two, well, there's 100 bucks out the window. And I've actually paid more than that, because the boxes themselves really is irrelevant. It's the postage. Some of them have been up around the 60, 70 bucks for postage, which is, to me, is quite ludicrous. Anyway, that's the sound of the guitar and what it looks like. I think it's quite a nice one. It's come up good. But anyway, I said I'd show you. There it is. Okay. While I'm at it, I don't know how long this vid's going for, but this is the first one I've ever done on a Monte Cristo box. They're a reasonably solid box, but the thing with them is they're normally a little bit untidy. But I think I've looked at some cigar boxes, and I think, for Christ's sake, they don't need anything added to make them untidy. Same sort of pickup, and but it's a fretless. The first one ever I've made with no frets. Didn't have a clue. Probably still don't have a clue. You can see it's got 2 strings. It's meant to have 3, but I told you I run out of strings, so I've only got 2 on it at the moment. I've put screws on the side there for the fret markers, the important ones, and it's made fairly solid. I've made the neck a bit thicker and a bit heavier at the base, and predominantly I started off as a lap slide, but it can be played bottleneck quite nicely. But this was just a little thing beside the point when I do it. There it is. It's, again, clean, just the 2 strings. Somewhere here. Not really to my liking without the frets. I'm no great guitar player, as you're all well aware. With no frets, I'm stuffed, really. And it don't sound the same to me, you know. I've heard people play them, and they, you know, amazes me. I sort of think, why can't I do that? But then I'd like to fly like a bird. Can't win them all. Alright, that's about the size of it, and because it's this time of year, I hope you've all had a great Christmas, and I wish you all a top year in front of you. I hope there's no problems, everything goes smoothly. I hope the ones that are down on their cash can find a lottery ticket, and the ones who've got too much money can find a little generosity. I'm not going to preach, I'm saying bye-byes. All the best, kids.